Today marks 365 days of stories covered in 2024. From national headlines to the stories in our backyard, we've covered it all. But rather than look back on the last year, we're going to look ahead to 2025. Alex Littlehells previews some of the biggest storylines in the new year.
Well, how do you talk about an entire year's worth of news in just a couple of minutes? It's impossible, but we can at least provide a preview of some of the biggest stories we expect to follow in 2025. So we just finished one of the biggest election cycles in modern history, but the political news won't end as we flip over to 2025. 2025 will be the last year of Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin's administration. What will his last year in office look like for a political newcomer who has now vaulted himself into the national spotlight, and how will he govern with a Democratic-controlled legislative branch? And in November, Virginians will head back to the voting booths to pick his successor. Right now, it appears to be a gubernatorial race between Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears and Democratic Congresswoman Abigail Spanberger. Now turning to what should be a big year for arts and entertainment in the 757, the big question we just updated you on. What happened to the Something in the Water Music Festival after organizers failed to meet another deadline? But there are other projects from music mogul Pharrell Williams that hope to get off the ground next year, including the revamped Dome music venue at the oceanfront and the release of Pharrell's autobiographical movie shot and filmed in Virginia Beach. There are several big economic projects to keep an eye on next year, such as the status of Norfolk's casino project construction, as contractors race to put a temporary casino facility next to Harbor Park by the end of the year. That is a requirement from the City of Norfolk's 2020 casino referendum. Plus, big changes at the oceanfront. In April, we could see the final park design for a revamped city park at the long-awaited redevelopment of Rudy Loop. And we'll round out 2025 stories by heading across the border into the Tar Heel State. Since May, 6 homes in the Outer Banks community of Rodanthe have fallen into the Atlantic Ocean. So the question is, will there be any more in the next 12 months? Again, this is just a small sample of some of the biggest storylines we can expect to cover in 2025. I'm Alex Littlehells for 13 News Now.